Survey after survey tells us that in today's job market, employers are looking for 3 primary skills: communication, critical thinking, and teamwork.
For this area to prosper, we have to be able to produce employees who can hit the ground running and take leadership positions in the industry.
It's very rare that we get the opportunity to affect the next decade's students and how they'll learn. This is one of those opportunities.
We selected a QEP that we're calling the UNT Career Connect.
Many of the things that we're looking at supporting and providing with this QEP are either already available for our students, or it will help us develop them on a larger scale for our students.
At UNT, we already have many experiential learning opportunities. What we want to do is expand that so that many more students participate in these opportunities.
As a faculty member, I see a lot of opportunities with UNT's Career Connect plan. For one thing, it'll create opportunities for me to be able to find community partners, to assist my students in pairing up with them, and to have a reciprocal relationship where not only our students are getting a good education, but the community is also benefiting from our programs and policies.
Well, the current QEP is all about getting students engaged in learning through real-world experience. And that can be doing a research project, traveling abroad, doing an internship, or it can also be just interviewing someone in the community and learning about them and doing co-curricular activities like student government.
These experiences will allow the students to bring something back to their classes from what they have learned, and they can share that and enrich their classrooms.
We need to develop ways to make sure our students are connecting to the community, preparing for the marketplace, gaining professional development, and experiences that help to elevate their opportunities.
I just believe very strongly in the power of using real-world experiences to further and shape academic learning.
Development in family studies can really take you anywhere, and I wanted my focus to be on community engagement, and exactly how I give back to the community I wasn't sure about. Through Pat and through Serve Denton, I'm able to connect with people that I didn't even know existed in Denton who are doing things that I never knew they did.
In order to really fully engage, our students need community experience. They need to talk with mentors, community members, people who are role models. They need to understand that they can't choose a job they've never heard of.
One of my professors told me on the first day of class that knowledge plus experience equals expertise. Expertise gets you hired. The only way to get that experience, to have the expertise, is to go out there and find an organization to be a part of.
I get phone calls and emails daily from people that just love sports and want to be in this industry and don't know how to break their way into it, and an internship is the way to do that.
One of the best ways to learn, in addition to being able to talk about the concepts and facts, is to actually be able to practice. So I think being able to have that hands-on element really gets you in touch with how the principles that we're learning about in the classroom are working in real life.
I think that there's significant impact and positive impact in being able to work with a facility that allows you to be flexible and use your education.
We have built a class where we get different industry sponsors to provide real-life problems.
Essentially all of my degree plan, I've been building this foundation of a new piece of understanding that all builds on top of each other. And I feel like this project makes me reference that more.
What I really like about this course, it's more of a hands-on kind of approach.
What's been useful is just getting in there and having the experience of working with a company and being presented a problem that's not as clear-cut as what you encounter in a classroom.
While this is providing a direct benefit by answering a problem that they have that they're asking the students to solve, it is also a semester-long interview for all intent and purposes.
I actually have interviewed a couple past weeks, and they've asked me, have you done things like this? And I am now able to say, yes, I have, because I've done it with them.
I think having a real-world experience outside of the classroom is just as important as the material you're learning in the classroom.
As I'm looking over resumes, the students that have had that exposure into what it's like to be in this industry, they are always going to have a leg up against someone, no matter how well recommended they may be. We want to see someone that really knows what it's like to live this life, and an internship is the first way to really, put yourself that step ahead.
It gives me kind of a leg up on the competition because I will have this to reference. I will have this to put on my resume and to have a talking point to say, yes, I did this. This is what we did well. This is what I realized I need to improve going forward. This is what I learned from it.
There are a number of experiences students have, both curricular and co-curricular, but they're sometimes unable to see how those add up to a successful career. The Career Connect program will help students draw those lines to connect the dots so they can see the benefits from communication, critical thinking, and teamwork that they get from all these experiences.
I would argue that most of our students have these experiences, they just don't know what to do with them. And so my excitement about the QEP is it's helping our students to understand from the beginning what they can do to help develop themselves holistically so that they are ready for that job once they graduate.
All those activities culminate or how you start to build a portfolio and a resume, so the day you walk out, you've got some things that you can really point to and say, this is something I did and this is what I learned in the process, and here's how I made a difference.
With the e-portfolio, we'll be able to record these opportunities and offer them in the future when they are starting their career and looking for that first job.
The assessment piece that will be a part of our QEP will actually identify for students what they've learned and what they've gained within these experiences, both inside the classroom and outside the classroom.
It takes that dislocation away and creates an infrastructure where we really can connect all of those things going on at UNT.
We'll gladly help any department develop their QEP plan and the necessary learning assessments that will come with it. These can be offered through capstone classes, they can be offered early, they can be offered in the middle, they can be offered late. We hope there'll be an advocate, a champion for this program, at least one in every single department who's truly dedicated to helping our students better themselves and achieve their career objectives.
In today's world, everyone's got a college degree that's looking for a job. So now it's the question, well, what have you done besides getting just a degree? What's your real-world experience?
So even if I don't stay in Denton, anywhere I go from here, I can use that and build on it and on the skills that I have been able to acquire during that experience.
I'm working for a company. I'm using their numbers, I'm using their pricing tool, I'm using things that are real.
Being at the herd in particular gives us a really cool opportunity because we've got these animals in a semi-uncontrolled environment, and it gives us a chance to apply our analytic skills, which is a big part of what we learn to do in the classroom in this really interesting and dynamic environment.
Without the previous experiences that I had building up to this, I would not have had this opportunity.
So it's kind of academic and real world joined in this perfect mesh of kind of a preparation for what I want to do after graduate.
For more information, visit qep.unt.edu.